Craig flips it up the boards, and Ottawa is away, up the ice. Ottawa in over the line. Cross-ice pass from Tkachuk goes into the corner. Getting after it is Dylan Cozens. Quick shot, he scores! Dylan Cozens squeezes one through the pads of Vasilevsky just 18 seconds into the game.
Attacking, getting in position, and then they get a free one early on. Vasi just opened up the 5-hole a little bit there, a little misjudgment. Don't see that very often from him. But you could just tell the force of Ottawa. They have moved up a lot. We'll show you how much just in the last couple of weeks, and they're looking for a playoff.
Here's out to the far side. Players dig forward over there. Points is in there, and Bjorkstrand comes free for Ottawa. Shane Pinto got it free. Here's a rebound. Vasilevsky made the first save, and then it was an easy tap-in for Spence. And Ottawa has got 2 goals in the first 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Vasilevsky makes a terrific save here on the first one, but the Lightning will all go to the loose puck. Nobody is looking around. Everybody's in neutral a little bit. Look at that. 3 guys all in one side. You could throw a blanket over all 3 of them. Vasi's down and out. Ottawa's on the move and completely empty.
Corey Perry was scored on Thursday against Seattle on the power play. Swept out in front, that goes off a skating wide. Now it's Raddysh pumps one in there. Reimer makes the stop, another drive from the opposite side, and Reimer's got that as well. He'll hang on. And we will step aside for our first television timeout. That forced them to reset. This one's dug out by Holmberg, who's up there on this power play first unit. He's got the puck now back in the net. Holmberg to Perry. Perry with some time, looks, shoots, and it goes over the shoulder of Reimer and out of play. Stretch pass up the ice for Batherson, and it got away from him as he couldn't turn and pivot cleanly, but there's a turnover and a shot there by Stützle. So that's a good start. Face-off win led to a shot. Perry now on the puck, spins it back towards the net, and that is blocked by Reimer. Dylan Cozens up ahead to Tkachuk. He's wide open. Save, rebound, and that doesn't go. Oh, what a chance there for Brady Tkachuk. And we now have 5:38 to go and a 2-0 lead as Vasi keeps it that way against Tkachuk. Sent around where it's met by Spence. Spence has the second goal in this game this afternoon across to Maxim Powell. Long shot, glove save, Vasilevsky. Lightning have already had 10 shots blocked here today, and there's still 4 minutes remaining in this period. There's a long shot, that's not blocked, and it's stopped by Vasilevsky.
Ullmark getting the afternoon off here so far. Reimer's done a real nice job for them.
Signed in January, and he's 4-0 in his last 4 starts. He watched all the way down the ice by Amadio. This one's Nick Cozens. Steps into that check, and now there's a chance. Wide open shot, rebound cleared up by Chernak. And Ottawa with it again to the net. That was Cozens.
Point, so that explained a lot there. This second unit has to do it on their own.
Destu curls it back. Maybe one shot. There it is. Save Reimer, and that will do it. And advanced up to Gonzalez. Steers that one into the middle. Hagel gets it back to Gonzalez. Gets away. A shot and a save made by Reimer. Now the Sens trying to go to work. There's a quick shot. Saved by Vasilevsky on Fabian on their last road trip of the regular season. Gonzalez picks it up in the neutral zone. Here's Littleberg. Drops this one off into the middle. Pass across to Destu. Gets through. Destu trying to center it back. Reimer's down. Loose puck. They score! And they finally break through and get one. It's going to be Brandon Hagel. Lightning around the board. 2-1.
That made a big difference. Asula ended up behind the net. There he is. He kind of ran out of racetrack. He had the right idea. He wanted to make a better pass past the goaltender, Reimer, and between Reimer and the net. Well, he hit the side of the net. Maybe it turned out better that way. But the east-west play and Destu, they get it out front. It looked like Reimer had it, and then he didn't. And Hagel comes in at the right time, and now it's 2-1.
So Hagel with goal number 34 on the season. Centering pass to Tim. Vasilevsky down to that far post as Ottawa pushes back a little bit. Now it's Moser. He'll go rink wide. Banks went up ahead to Pontus Holmberg. He saw Clevin coming. Here's Girgensons now. Checked along the inboards by Stu. Blues puck picked up. Here's Stu. Scores! Stu ties the game. 2-2.
And this one with a great shot. Yanni Gourde getting in there with speed. Look where Stu is. He's below the top of the circle by the time he lets this one go. Aggressive, brave, screen in front. Clevin, I believe, was the biggest screen on his old goaltender there, trying to get out of the way. I don't think Reimer ever saw that one. Perfect shot.
Over the far side is Tkachuk again. He is stripped, and here's a pass for Gourde, and saved by Reimer on Yanni Gourde.
Coming out. And see him cut across in behind the defense there. The pass is perfect. The timing is great. Maybe showed that shot a little bit too quickly. Holmberg, who's had a heck of a game, one of the few guys from the beginning I thought who was really dialed in. He's the one who makes the pass to Yanni Gourde and gets him away. But Yanni just been flying. This is the type of situation.
Here's Cousins across to Stützle, whips it in the same rebound, save Vasilevsky, man scramble, and ends up in the slot. Stützle fires it wide. Here's Radish, feeds this one down low. Gensel up high with some room, throws it to the net, and Reimer with a stop there, and that long-range wrister from Jake Gensel.
And that was Radish in front of the net.
Now to the corner. Gensel again, works it back to Moser. Moser to Gensel, he's open, shot, and he just fired it wide. Down the ice, and now it's a race. Stützle in, save Vasilevsky on Tim Stützle.
Hold his blade and went a little wide. Stützle against Radish. Stützle made a heck of a play against him. Radish really had the battle. The play was made right here in the neutral zone. When he sees Radish is right-handed and committed with his stick to the wall, he flips it by him and beats him with some speed.
And back the other way come the Lightning. Back across to Gensel. Gensel steps in, feeds it across. Here's point in front, tipped by Radish, who's up with the play again. Because the defenseman Thompson broke his and Tkachuk surrendered his. The advantage Lightning. Here's Hagel. His shot fought off by Reimer. Hagel's got a goal in this one in this second period. Here's a chance. That pass out front does not get through. Wraparound was shut down before Gourde could whip it out in front.
Smart pass by Spence. All the way up into the Lightning end.
Here's a drive, and Reimer the save on that long-range snapshot. Bats it back into the corner. Eller checked by Lilleberg. Ottawa buzzing around. Here there's Giroux with a shot, and Vasilevsky gets a piece of that. Levin angles him off, makes the play up the boards. Now the Lightning with it. Here's Hagel with a clean look, and he shot that one wide, and the rebound goes all the way back down the ice. Cernak first to it, across to his partner, McDonough. Hagel dumps it back in with just over 6 minutes remaining here in the second period. 2 goals by Ottawa in the first, answered by 2 goals by the Lightning in the second. Here's Hagel, and Hagel takes the shot, trying to squeeze one in. Puck back in the corner. Matt Tempalo back to retrieve it for the Ottawa Senators. Now it's controlled by Point. To the line. Shot through. Saved by Reimer. Battling for it is Gensel. Gensel into the middle. Point can't get free. Cousins was right on him. Point stays with it.
Oh, yeah. And John Cooper's losing his mind there for no penalty against Point.
That definitely looked like it could have been called. And Cooper's still barking over there on the bench. Now Moser just outside the line, dumps it in. Round the boards it goes. Bounces out in front, and a quick shot stopped by Reimer. But gets a little support, has to reach back and pick up his glove. This one goes down the ice. No icing, Cirelli's there first. Trying to work it out in front, and Stützle with the puck back in the Lightning net, trying to cycle it back. He did, centered it out in front, but it's taken away by Hagel. Hagel up the ice with Gonzalez, back to Hagel, in front, back in, scores! What a goal by Emil Lilleberg, and the Lightning take the lead!
Man, was that a 5-man rush. That a heck of a game. But Lilleberg's going to follow up and put it in the back of the net. Look at this. There are 2 Ottawa Senators in behind the 5-man press here. Lilleberg going to the net. Excellent puck management and movement. Hagel starts it. Beautiful pass by Gonsalves off the wall. In pressure, back to Hagel and into the middle. And the Lightning have the lead.
Emil Lilleberg, oh look out, here's a chance for Tkachuk trying to get in there. Tkachuk, save Vasilevsky. Tkachuk was being knocked down.
A little bit after the whistle, we'll watch what happens here. There's Cernak, bottom of your screen. There's Tkachuk. Ryan McDonough crisscrossed and went way over on Cernak's side. Cernak didn't see it coming. Didn't see Max doing that. And because of that, here's how the play ended. A good battle. Cernak
with time winding down. Reimer is going to face Girgensons in, and Reimer cut off the angle and made a save on Zemgus Girgensons. Just outside the line, lifts it up and into the glove of Vasilevsky. He's going to keep the play moving, and the Lightning get it away. Now Perry takes his time. Lead pass. It's Gensel. Gensel in. He scores! Jake Gensel buries it. 4-2 Lightning.
Along the wall, about 15 feet inside his blue line. Look at the hesitation and boom, right onto the stick of Gensel. Gensel is being harassed big time. I wondered if he was even going to get the shot away, but I should have known. He is so smart. He knew exactly. I think it's Ridley Gregg trying to pick his pocket there. Not only does he not get his pocket picked, he calmly picks the top shelf, and they're up 4-2. What a play.